Hi, we are going to talk about fluid intelligence.
I'm Teresa Aren.
And I'm Rachel Ellison. First of all, what is the concept of fluid intelligence, its principle and theory? Fluid intelligence is a concept that involves the transformation of understanding of an individual and adaptation to complex and fast-changing environment. Unlike the traditional intelligence that we are aware of, fluid intelligence emphasizes on flexibility, adaptability, and curiosity. The theory of fluid intelligence describes the reassuring abilities of an individual person in solving and without relying on prior knowledge or experience. The theory was proposed by Raymond T. Cattell in the year 1943. The theory characterizes fluid intelligence as the mental flexibility and is vital for tasks requiring abstract thinking and processing of new information. Fluid intelligence tends to peak in early adulthood and decline thereafter. Fluid intelligence relies on strong making memory and the ability to hold attention. The impact of fluid intelligence on students, teachers, and colleagues. Fluid intelligence can have positive impacts on students since it emphasizes more on flexibility and adaptability and continuous learning. It is most likely to positively impact students and also teachers and colleagues. Since teaching is a lifelong profession, fluid intelligence reassures this lifelong profession and enables it to come into practice. It enables students to utilize their mental flexibility in the process of learning and receiving information. This means that students are able to identify and solve problems in schools by abstracting thinking from the brain and processing information to find solutions and answers to problems or situations. Examples of fluid intelligence are in the following situations: developing problem solving strategies, interpreting statistics, philosophical reasoning, solving mysteries, puzzles and riddles, abstract problems, making forecast, figuring things out, identifying expressions in communication, and making syllogisms. What are the benefits of fluid intelligence to teachers, students? Fluid intelligence is expected in order to maintain intellectual dominance for the human species. This influences the academic ability for students because it allows for processing and manipulation of information quicker than other species, advancing cognitive development of students and also teachers. Fluid intelligence enhances learning, problem solving, adaptability, and critical thinking for both teachers and students. For students, fluid intelligence predicts academic success by improving patterns, recognition, and analytical skills. For teachers, it supports the creation of novels, analytical teaching strategies, effective classroom management, the ability to adapt to diverse learning needs, ultimately leading to more effective instructions in the classroom and positive learning environment. In general, fluid intelligence benefits both students and teachers in various manners. For students, improve learning and academic success, enhance problem solving, greater adaptability, strong critical thinking, foundation of creative thinking, and benefit for analytical thinking.
How does fluid intelligence impact teaching and learning? Fluid intelligence impacts teaching and learning by influencing how students process information, solve problems, and adapt to new situations. Here are some key ways fluid intelligence affects education. Number one, impacts on learning. A. Problem solving skills. Fluid intelligence enables students to approach novel problems with logical reasoning and creative thinking. Example, like university students developing a business plan for a startup, and high school students designing a suitable urban garden to address local food and water issues. These projects challenges students to apply course content to real life scenarios, fostering critical thinking, collaboration, and research skills as they work toward a practical solutions. B. Adaptability. Students with strong fluid intelligence can adapt more easily to new learning environments, tasks, and challenges. Example, learning new languages while study abroad and adjusting to remote work by using new software. C. Critical thinking. Fluid intelligence supports critical thinking, allowing students to analyze information, evaluate evidence, and draw logical conclusions. Example, analyze data to find root cause of a problem, evaluating the credibility of information sources, and explaining complex ideas clearly. Number two, impact on teaching. A. Instructional design. Teachers can design lessons that challenge students' fluid intelligence, promote problem-solving skills, and critical thinking. Example, creating a case study. B. Differentiated instruction. Recognizing individual differences in fluid intelligence can help teachers tailor instruction to meet diverse student needs. Example, tiered assessments, where students work on tasks of varying complexity to meet the same learning goal. And flexible grouping, which uses small groups based on student readiness, interest, or learning styles to address specific needs. C. Encouraging inquiry-based learning. Teachers can foster fluid intelligence by encouraging inquiry-based learning, where students explore and discover concepts through hands-on activities. For example, students designing science experiments to test hypotheses, taking field trips to investigate real-world sites, and engage in database about specific topics. Number three, strategies to support fluid intelligence. A. Problem-based learning. Encourage students in real-world problems that require critical thinking and problem solving. Example, student-centered. Students take ownership of their learning by guiding inquiry and knowledge discovery process. B. Brain teasers and puzzles. Incorporate activities that challenge fluid intelligence such as logic puzzles, Sudoku, etc. C. Open-ended questions. Ask questions that require students to think critically and creatively. D. Collaborative learning. Encourage group work and discussions that promote problem solving and critical thinking. How does fluid intelligence impact my students' growth and development. Fluid intelligence significantly impact students' growth and development in several ways. A. Cognitive development. B. Academic performance. C. Life skills. And D. Long-term benefits.